Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Dollywood President Eugene Naughton, along with our Dreamer-in-Chief, Miss Dolly Parton.
But it's an expedition. But anyway, we're so excited about everything. Hey, y'all are looking good out there. Hey, that me and Eugene are looking. Oh, well, I love you too. It looks like me and you need to sit down because look, I think they've got us a couple of chairs over here. Yeah, so let's do that. Well, anyway, it's always good to be back here in Dollywood. So I'm going to climb up here on my little stool of do plenty. Oh, anyway, it's good to see all of you. I love you too. I've been missing you. You miss me? I mean, can you believe that we have entered our 5th decade at the park? I thought it was going to be a good idea, but I never dreamed that Dollywood would be the #1 theme park in America.
I'm sure you've been kind of busy the last few months, so why don't you talk about what you've been up to?
Oh, well, Lord mercy, I've been up to a lot. I'm sure a lot of you folks probably thought Eugene, who, by the way, is the president of Dollywood, making all these great things happen, but I bet some of you thought he's probably my new husband that you read about in the Inquirer or one of those rags.
But I have to tell you, my wife is in the audience, so that's going to be hard to accomplish, but you're the only other woman on earth that I'm allowed to hold hands with.
Oh, good. You were hanging over me there. Well, I know there's a lot of rumors going around, but I did not marry Sylvester Stallone. Did you see that one? And I am not dating anybody. I'm not married. I don't think I'll ever be married but once. I think Carl Dean's waiting for me on the other side. And if I should show up at the pearly gates with somebody else, he would not like that. He'd be saying, "Who's that little pisser?" You leave him outside the gates, and if the Lord wants him in, he'll bring him. You get on in here with me. So, anyhow, I'm doing good. You know he'd say that, right?
I'm sure he would.
He would. But seriously, I've been doing a whole lot of things. I have been not touring, as you know. I've had a few little health issues, and we're taking good care of them. I just kind of got wore down and wore out, grieving over Carl and a lot of other little things going on. I just got myself kind of, just where I needed to build myself back up spiritually, emotionally, and physically. But all's good. It didn't slow me down. I got a long hair there. See, I'm back to normal. Long hair. Get that, Eugene.
Come here. Let me have it. I'm just going to toss that down there.
My little blouse is
Can we sell that on eBay?
Yeah, you might could. You'll have to slow it down or something. But seriously, I have been doing a lot of working on our new Broadway musical. It's going to open in the fall in New York. I'm rewriting some songs. We expanded it a little bit. Some of you might have seen it when we were...
Here, more for eBay.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to come unravel it.
That'd be...
Yeah, I know. I've always said
that'd be bad.
But anyhow, seriously, I've been working on that, and I'm writing a couple of new songs for it, and rewriting a few of the songs that we already had. As they say, we're kind of expanding so we can add more choreography for those of you that did see it in Nashville. And, of course, we got the new hotel, Songteller, that's going to open sometime in late summer, early fall in Nashville. They turned on the lights
It's a pretty sign.
I know, they turned the sign on
It's like a beacon
a
of
couple of
hope.
days ago, and I wasn't even there. I was here. But anyhow, so we got the museum, of course, in Nashville, the Life of Many Colors Museum. I've been working on that. And Lord, what all have I been doing? Oh, did you see or hear the song, Light of a Clear Morning? With Prince, Eva, and Reba, Molly, and Lainey Wilson. We put that out on my 80th birthday, which was great. We wanted to have something special to do. So I've just been doing a lot of writing, a lot of thinking, a lot of praying, and a lot of getting ready for a lot of new stuff coming up. You know, actually for the rest of this whole year. So be ready for me. I ain't done. But I'm very proud to be at Dollywood. Of course, Eugene is wonderful, and he's doing a lot of great things. We got a lot of great things going at Dollywood. So Eugene, why don't we get down to business and let you talk for a while? Is this my tissue?
That's yours in case,
Okay.
in case you need it. And anyone who wants to purchase that, that's a golden nugget right there.
Oh, I don't know about that, but has anybody got allergies around here? Yeah. I
It's
know.
that time of the year.
All these trees are in bloom and all that, so anyhow.
I mean, the thing that I'm most proud of that's coming up, obviously we're doing an awful lot of talk about Night Flight Expedition, but to be really proud, it's one of the most anticipated attractions in our industry. And it is the very biggest thing that we've ever done here at Dollywood Parks and Resorts. And I know I'm really excited because it's our 11th coaster, immersive indoor coaster, and I think it's going to blow people away.
Oh, I think you're right. Everybody's been talking about it. You know, I don't ride the rides, but I always hear about it, and I always know the ones that are great, the ones they love the most. But I think this is really, you know, it's a really important thing.
Yeah, and you know, the perfect thing about it is we get to extend your Wildwood Grove story deeper out into a new adventure. And I think that's going to be awesome because people are going to be seeking out Secret Lake.
Oh, I know. I've heard about this secret lake.
And you know, you always inspire us to dream big, which is why this is the biggest thing that we've ever done, and I'm hoping this is going to prove to put wings on another dream of yours.
Well, you know what? You've always been great about putting wings on my dreams. And but this is really huge. This is really one of the more important things that we've done. And like I say, one of the most expensive, too. And you're supposed to say it really is. It really is that expensive.
I know it sounds great, but Andrew Wexler, our CEO, is out in the audience, so we probably don't want to talk about how much he's spending on this ride.
Well, I don't know. Well, it's not about money. It's about fun. You got to spend money to make money, as they say.
And you know, you're always talking about experiences on park and how important it is for us to be able to deliver it. And this is going to be our longest ride on park now. It's over 5.5 minutes long.
Well, that's a long time on a roller coaster of any kind, right?
And it's just a small little building, 44,000 square feet, the size of 4 football fields. So that's no small thing. And you know, being inside and having the entire experience inside. If you've ever been here in August, I know that you're going to love it for the fact that it's going to give you a respite from the heat. And then if you ever visit us like everyone else does in December, it's going to have the heat on in December. So this is a really good thing.
We're going to be open all year, so people can come onto the park all year round?
All year.
Wow, that'll be good. Good deal. I love Eugene too. He's made so many great things happen here.
Yep. And, you know, I told you all this is our 11th coaster, and I know when we were teasing this ride throughout the year, everyone got really excited and wondered actually what this thing is. But being the fact that it is our 11th coaster, we had to throw some other things into the bucket, so to speak, and that's why we built a 60-foot water tower that holds 500,000 gallons of water that's going to help us carry us through the rapids portion of the ride.
How much water?
Yeah, 500,000 gallons of water.
Well, y'all better hope and pray my water don't break. That's a lot of water. We're not gonna have a baby, we'd be having a mess out there.
It would be really bad. I've been trying to.
That was Dollywood right off the map.
I've been trying to convince Dolly to guarantee her to be on this ride, and I almost had her until she saw the rapids experience and saw all the water. And she said, "Nope, I'm not doing that."
But you're not going to get that wet on this ride.
No,
Somebody told me, and that's a good thing to know, especially in the winter time.
We just want people to be excited about the thrill of that, but you really don't have to worry about being too wet. And this ride system actually won the Innovation Award at IAPA in 2025. And we're taking that ride and putting it on steroids. Mock Rides has really helped us.
Oh, we're using steroids now, Dollywood? I thought we were a family bar.
You see, there you go. You just never know what she's going to say.
Well, she don't either. I'm going to get fired one of these days for good.
I don't think we're going to fire you, really. No, I don't think so. But in short, Dolly.
In short, Dolly, you calling me short now?
There you go again.
They all know that. They all know I'm short. But I do tall things.
Yeah. And we're just gonna keep extending the Wildwood Grove story for you. So, and you know, the thing about this ride, it's a ride for the entire family, and we're really excited about that. So you're gonna be able to experience it, and only here at Dollywood. For sure, it's the first time in the world that this has ever been done. And
Yeah.
you help us dream big, so that's how we do it.
Even though I won't ride it, I am very, very proud of all the things you put here. I have a tendency to get motion sickness is one of the reasons that I don't ride the rides, because I used to get sick on the merry-go-round when I was kids on the playground. But I do hear a lot of input and feedback on all the stuff that we do. And besides, like I've said before, I got too much to lose. Like my hair and my shoes and other stuff.
Let's not talk about the other stuff. 'Cause I'm not sure how.
Well, I didn't ask you to talk about it. It's pretty visible. Everybody else knows about it. Why didn't you? Shock and awe, they call it.
That's it. That's the shock and awe. Yep. That's what I can always count on with you, for sure. And you know, this ride's not only for children. You know, this ride is, I bet there's a lot of adults in this room that are really going to love
I
this
know
ride.
you will. I know you will. And what's great, they can ride with the kids, but you don't have to have the kids. But it's going to be a fun ride. I think it's great that we had it inside. I love that. No matter what the weather is, you can have fun on that. Yeah.
That's yours up there.
Oh, I'm supposed to be talking about what I love about it. Oh, I know, I gotta get back to what I do like about the ride and what I've read all about it. And of course, when we plan all the stuff, is following the light to find what you mentioned earlier, the secret lake. You know, when I was a kid, we used to chase fireflies, lightning bugs, we called them. One of our kids called them bug lights. But anyway, we would chase them all the way, you know, around our yard and through the Smokies. And, you know, it was like a wonderful thing. And it was like looking for the secret lake. I didn't like to get too far away from the house. It was really dark up there, especially in those early days. But so much of this is really special. And you know how special it really is, right?
Yeah.
So if you follow the light, and it's true with this ride or with life in general, you will find the secret lake or a secret lake, right?
Yeah,
so follow the light.
Yeah. And there's nothing like it. You're going to get a chance to soar through the Smokies and really get a chance to feel like what it's like to fly through the Smokies. You're going to get a chance to plunge into the rapids ride. You're going to get a chance to navigate some really cool roller coaster experiences running along the edge of the Smoky Mountains, and then you're going to get a chance to plunge into Secret Lake.
Yay, that sounds like a great adventure. Maybe I'll change my mind about this ride. I don't know. No,
I'm still hopeful I'll be able to get you on this ride. But
Well, you might.
as you know, when we started this media event, we got a chance to show the video of everything that's going on in this year. And obviously, Night Flight is one of the biggest things we have going on. But no matter when you visit Dollywood this year, there's so many other great new experiences that are going to be for the whole family.
Well, we certainly do have a lot of stuff right here. You know, I've said for many, many years that I am not a political person, but I am a very patriotic person, and I love, that we're going to be celebrating America's 250th birthday. Yeah, and we're going to do it with a new drone and fireworks show this summer, celebrating America's birthday. Happy birthday to us!
You know, and we also have a couple of special events that are kicking off at each park. Now, I don't know if you have any stories to tell about any nighttime swimming experiences, but Splash Country. See, I can get you too. You get me all the time. I can poke back at you. But I'm really excited about Neon Nights at Splash Country because it's something we've never tried before, and it's going to be a great time to be able to light up Splash Country at night, which is going to be great. And of course, you heard Run Dollywood.
I heard about that.
We're really excited about that.
Yeah, tell us about that.
I really wished you would be able to run that race with me.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm not going to be running in any races, Eugene. I blanked both my eyes, first of all. And I looked online and I did not see any 5-inch heel running shoes.
Well, we'll be running along the path, and I'm really excited. The 5K, 10K, and half marathon. We actually have a competition called the Butterfly, and if you're willing to run all 3 races, the medal that you're going to receive is the pink butterfly that looks like the pink butterfly in the Dolly Parton experience. And I think people are going to love that. Our first race has 6,500 runners.
That's all they get is a pink butterfly?
You don't think that's worth it?
Is it going to be made out of gold or silver?
She had this reaction yesterday when we were talking about running, and she told me that I better come up with some really good retail opportunities. So if you think about this, we're riding in the van from rehearsal yesterday. She says, I got one for you. Get out your phone. You need to write this down. And she said, running's really good for your buns.
Especially your cinnamon buns.
That's right.
You're going to get some
So
cinnamon buns.
you better believe that we're going to have that on a T-shirt very soon.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I don't know if cinnamon buns are going to really, explode your buns, but it depends on how much you use. I don't know if it's good for your buns or not, but the runner will be good for you, and you can decide on the cinnamon
that's going to be
buns.
great fun. And I'm also really excited about our exclusive event called Boo Bash. We're gonna have a really unique experience that's gonna be a capped attendance, so people are gonna be able to ride a lot of the rides, and I'm really looking forward to our little children stopping by and trick-or-treating at all the spots and see the unique costumes that they're gonna be wearing.
Oh, that's
when
cute. I love the
visit us.
Halloween stuff up here all the time.
So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I do too. So,
What do you think?
I think it's great. I think everything's going to be wonderful. I think
No,
you're doing a great job.
I
I just feel good. I feel funny sitting down the whole time.
That's
but
okay. You could,
yeah, I guess
I think you deserve a rest every now and again.
Oh, I've been resting enough.
That kind of works whether you're standing up.
I
or
know
sitting
that's
down. That's obvious to
That's the
everyone.
truth, yeah.
But I imagine there's a few people in the audience that may want to ask you a question or two. If that's
Okay,
So
that's
I'm gonna ask for a little bit of help, but I bet the first one will come up from over here as you see.
I bet you're right. Dolly, we've got our first question right here.
Oh, and before he gets to ask a question, I want you to know, I met him yesterday, and he told me his favorite roller coaster on property is Lightning Rod.
Oh, okay, good deal. You're going to love this one.
motion sickness, Dolly, I'm right there with you. And thank you for taking this question. I'm Ash Webster with Fox Business. And talking of business, Dollywood last year had almost 4 million visitors, which was pretty impressive given that other theme parks across the country saw a drop in attendance. So I guess my question to you is, what's the secret? What are you doing differently from everyone else?
Well, I pray a lot, and God's been really good to me. But I really think so much of it has to do with great management and how we treat people and how people go away feeling. They feel loved and appreciated, and we want you to always feel that way because you truly are loved and appreciated. So I think they always say it's how people make you feel more than anything else. So I really think that we have a wonderful group of people running the park, and I just feel very fortunate to be part of it. Thank you.
We've got another question right here, and then we'll go to the other side.
Hi, Dolly. Hi, Eugene.
Hi.
Kristen Kwan with WCYB in Bristol, Virginia. I want to ask you about your new hotel.
Oh, yeah.
So you have so many experiences here at Dollywood that reflect your life. How do you think this new hotel is going to reflect your personality and your life?
Well, we try to always build as much my personality, the things that people know, and I'll always have a lot of my Smoky Mountain memories anywhere I go. But I'm very proud to have a place in Nashville, and we also have a museum that's going to be attached. Also another museum there called A Life of Many Colors. But the hotel is going to be really wonderful, I think. And this was my first home, being brought up, raised here in the Great Smoky Mountains. But then I've been in Nashville since 1964. And so I think it's wonderful for me to have a great place there in Nashville too. And I think we're going to get a lot of good business. And I think people are going to love it. And I'm very proud of everything we have here. So I'll be equally as proud of what we're doing there. So thank you so much. I think we're going to, I had mentioned a little earlier today that I think we're going to be opening there in late summer, early fall. And so we'll be seeing you there. So come down and check us out at least. Those of you that are local and those of you that are traveling other places, come by and see me on your way to Dollywood.
All right, we have 2 more questions.
So we're right over here with Bess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Dolly. I'm here with the Knoxville News Sentinel. First of all, I just want to say welcome home because we're all so excited to see you, and yeah, just love to see you, and we all need that Dolly light. But you've traveled the world and you've met so many people and touched so many people. Well, what is the one piece of advice or wisdom that you live by, and especially that brings you back here every single year?
Well, never forget who you are. Never forget where you came from. And always kind of go back home. You can always go back home in your heart and in your mind. And I think that's one of the things that's kept me, well, fairly sane, if I'm sane at all. But it certainly kept me anchored through the years to just think of home and how I grew up, how the people were here when I was living here for 18 years, and all, not just family members, but neighbors that feel like family. So there's a lot to be said about just carrying that with you, and to thine own self be true, that old saying. My mom used to say that to me, don't ever forget who you are. Don't ever forget where you came from. And I thought, well, I doubt that I could ever do that. Some people try it, and it never works out for them. So I think that you'll be a better person, even you young folks out there that have never left home yet, just to stay true to your roots. Don't try to run away from yourself. Don't try to outgrow your family or get above your raising, as they say. So just always remember where you came from, and just get out there and do your best.
All right, this is the final question.
Hi, Dolly. Hi, Eugene. I'm Casey Wheelis with WBLT in Knoxville. I want to ask about the Night Flight expedition. You've spent your whole life telling stories about the Smokies through your music and now through this ride. What is it about nighttime in the mountains that's so magical?
Well, especially at the park, having a ride where you can kind of see it in safety is good. But when I was growing up in the mountains, they had asked me to tell some stories about things we did at night. Well, when we were living back in the old Tennessee mountain home, it was dark back there. And, you know, we were right at the foothills of the national park. So sometimes the bears would come down from the park onto our property, trying to steal our little pigs and our little kids or anything they could get their hands on. And so we didn't go too far away. We would go chase those fireflies at night out there close, you know, in the yard. We didn't want to venture too far. Daddy and my brothers would. They would go out. Now, you weren't allowed to go up into the park to hunt bear. But if they should accidentally wander onto your property, you might have bear for supper. If they can have our pigs, we can have their bears. So anyway, we thought, and besides, when you're doing the night flight expedition. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll get used to it. Anyway, so you got to be careful because we're right next to Big Bear Ridge, right? And the other right.
It is directly.
Yeah, so you bring your little piggies and we won't let the bears get them. And we'll feed them and we'll entertain them. So anyhow, but we really did have good times in the mountains, but the nighttime stuff was more for the teenagers. And I did find that lake as a teenager that you were talking about, with the boy across the hill. But anyway, it's nice to have. Well, I love having all these things at the park that kind of remind me of my childhood and gives me stories to tell that a lot of people, you know, haven't heard. So, anyways, it's good. So, thank you. Thank you.
So I think that's probably a pretty good wrap. What do you think?
Well, I guess so. Well, again, I want to thank all of you for coming, and I'm happy to see you, and I just want you to know I'm doing fine, and I love you, and I appreciate all the support. Well, I was coming in a while ago, and the park was full, and if the weather holds up, then I'm going to be riding through the park in the parade, on the big parade. I'll be saying hi to everybody. So y'all take care, and thank you for coming, and go eat some cinnamon bread. I love you too. Thank you.
Breathing in the sunlight, praise the
As the sun sets, the great Smoky Mountains stir. For some, night brings rest. For others, it sparks adventure. The time is coming. A family's quest will unearth a journey only few have seen. A place so mesmerizing, only those brave enough to dive into the darkness will illuminate a world of wonder. From the creators that brought you Wild Eagle, Lightning Rod, and Big Bear Mountain comes the single most ambitious adventure Dollywood has ever imagined. Introducing Night Flight Expedition, the first ride of its kind in the world. 4 thrilling adventures in one attraction. Soar above the Smokies. Plunge into whitewater rapids. Climb majestic mountain peaks. And dare to navigate beyond the familiar. Deep into the heart of the night. And discover the light. The time is near. Are you ready to see what happens when the sun goes down? Night Flight Expedition. Coming 2026.